Now for the extension of ducking, and probably the one that confuses the most players, is called ducking in stance. So in addition to ducking, which is forward 3 or forward 4, we have an extension called ducking in, where if you were to hold forward 3 or forward 4 for a second longer, you would enter this extra ducking in stance where Steve makes a noise and then he goes further in and he gains access to a variety of blue spark moves after that, as you may have seen in your online matches with him. The purpose of it is to provide additional pressure by leveling up your initial ducking moves, and the second purpose is gaining access to Steve's new move in Tekken 8 called Two-Face, which is his clinch grab. So I'll show that now. Ducking in gives power moves, or the power prefix, to all of his previous moves that I mentioned, except for Gatling. We have Power Fox Hunt, which is ducking in 1, which levels up the Fox Hunt move. So whereas Fox Hunt on regular hit gives like sort of this stomach ache animation and a fallback, on counter hit it provides a launch opportunity. Power Fox Hunt gives a follow-up. So if we land that, we get a follow-up that does 40 damage. I'm pretty sure we can do something else. Instant peekaboo down 2. That's the max damage you can get from this, 41 damage. That's a more advanced option. If you just wanted something quick, we can get forward 2 to the Power Fox Hunt. Count hit still provides a combo. Power Skyscraper. All right, so regular Skyscraper, we know this move is -14, puts us at a decent distance. On hit, it launches, and we get a full combo. Power Skyscraper shares the same data on block, or on hit, it's upgraded and becomes what's known as a Class 1 launcher, or a launcher that launches the opponent higher than a usual launcher. Every launcher typically has a class, the basic launch level, but certain moves like Lee's down back 4, Howrong's just frame skyrocket, and Power Skyscraper are some examples of some Class 1 launchers. These launchers typically can be followed up with more damage than the average combo, and also more opportunity to get creative with it, since you can do another ducking in and follow up, and it does extra chip damage on block. Power Punisher is another move we get from ducking in. So instead of regular Punisher, forgot to mention that on counter hit, regular Punisher is a combo. So not only can you continue it ad infinitum, also get a counter hit launcher when you do it. Power Punisher will automatically launch them on regular hits, so it does not have to be a counter hit. This is arguably one of the more useful options from ducking in. In Tekken 7, this move was stronger than it is now, technically, because this move in Tekken 7 used to cause a guard break state once you got hit with those blue sparks, -11. So I could do another regular Punisher and you would get hit. Or if I was advanced, I could use a Power Punisher, crouch cancel, and then do Wild Man or while standing 1-2 and get a combo and be +3. That unfortunately no longer exists. So now we mainly use this for the sake of chip damage, or for searching for a launcher if we believe the opponent's gonna press a button here, or to pressure the opponent. That's everything going over the regular options, or the listed options. However, we also have one more that is not in that list there, which is the fact that Steve in Heat gains access to a grab out of Heat called Two-Face. This move is very good. So what can be done, number 5 on his command list, is the Two-Face grab, an option added to Tekken 8 out of Steve in Heat. So when Steve is glowing purple and in Heat and he's in ducking in stance, 1+3 or 2+4, he can grab the opponent from his ducking in. I'm hitting 2+4 and I'm getting this new grab that I don't normally have access to. So from here, we have 2 options that we can do. So we have Steve's Clinch 1. that does 15 damage, but as you can see in the bottom left hand corner of the screen, provides 14 frames of advantage. So we have a few options we can do as a follow-up. Easy ones being 1-1-2, something like this. Boom, boom. Then maybe go into some punishers. 2-2 does 44 damage. The advanced option, the option that you as Steve should strive towards once you get a bit more seasoned and experience, is this one. 5 hits, 50 damage, is currently what is known to be max damage from Steve's Clinch 1. It is a very frame tight move. After Clinch 1, you would do instant peekaboo, forward 3+4 into the stance, and then forward 1+2, giving you this hook combo, 2-hit high, that actually is 12 frames. So it takes 1 frame to enter peekaboo, then you have about a frame to hit that forward 1+2. So this is a much more complex and difficult link to hit, even from being a veteran Steve player. But the benefits to learning this are great, in that not only do you get 6 more damage than, you know, if you were to just do 2-2, but also at the wall primarily. So if you get this at the wall, you can get a wall splat from it, which is something that the previous 2 options did not grant you. And that can potentially be what closes out the match for you, or at the very least will secure your lead, as that combo does 50 damage by itself. So it essentially turns Two-Face Clinch 1 into a launcher, or a wall splatting launcher in that case. Whenever you get in practice mode, do Clinch 1 and practice linking into instant peekaboo forward 1+2. I'd highly recommend that. Next is the final option and our final stop on our ducking in journey, Clinch 2, a move called Debutante Ball. It's a very damaging grab that does 50 damage on its own, and it does even more at the wall, as you can see. 60 damage at the wall. Those are giant swing levels, folks. So when people say Steve is trash, they are clearly overlooking the benefits that he got here. My man has access to a giant swing in heat, essentially. We have a giant swing in heat, but it does 50 damage in neutral, and it does 60 damage when coming from a wall. Very useful. Steve is dangerous in heat. If you notice, I've been using what I call a flash ducking in. This is called ducking in direct. I call it a flash duck, which is done by doing down forward 3+4 in heat, which used to be his Dempsey roll. Gives us quick access to an instant way to do ducking in. So instead of having to do forward 3 or forward 4 and holding to get ducking in, instantly go into it, and we can gain access to our ducking in moves and our blue spark moves. So we can duck in, do Punisher, do uppercut, duck in, do Power Fox on, duck in, and sway. But mainly it's used for getting us access to our clinch grab and doing a ton of damage. Another thing I want to go into is just stressing the importance of learning how to duck cancel. So you will learn how to duck cancel is from stances. So if you hit like a back 1 or a 1-2-1, try going into ducking. There's a lot of strings that will go into ducking. All the 1-1-2 strings will go into ducking. 1-2 duck, 1-2-1 duck, 1-1-2 duck. Very important. And then everything that transitions into flicker to go into duck. So 2-1 flicker, duck. 1-2-1 flicker, duck. 1-2-1 duck. Down for 1-2-1, duck. Duck canceling should be something that you're automatically aiming for when you're playing Steve. That was a big one, ducking in. Ducking is one of our essential stances. Next up, peekaboo stance. Gonna have to click this video first. So go on, go click the video. See you over there. Gotta get through these stances, baby.